Discharged therefrom, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you for being with us. I once again want to ask that we offer a round of applause for our men and women of the North Smithfield Fire and Rescue Service and North Smithfield Police Department for being such a fine example of who they are and how they support us every day. I also think that I saw two people sneak in that didn't get recognized, Fran Johannes from the school committee and Kim Alice, former council. Thank you, Mrs. Farrisey. Thank you, Mr. Nangle. You know, when I did ask, I looked for volunteers, and I won't count years, but there's quite a few in just those two people. And I can't think of a better person to remind us than Mrs. Farrisey about the value of volunteering. Thank you both. As the outgoing and incoming town administrator, it is a pleasure and a glory to transition the responsibility of this office to hands as capable and as nervous as my own. The words thank you are not adequate to express the appreciation I have for so many people who have trusted me with this position. Over the last 2 years, I've learned so much about North Smithfield and about life. On the North Smithfield side, I learned quickly that the person who forecast I could do this job in my sleep was wrong. I won't say this is the toughest job around, but make no mistake, it requires full attention every day and many nights. It requires leaning on some talented employees, colleagues in government, many volunteers, friends, and family. In some cases, the people who provided outstanding support were very, very new. And in some, they were, well, they've been here for a while. Thanks, Deb. My thanks to each person who has worked with me in meetings, in the office, or outside with a shovel in a room. My thanks to every one of our department leaders who clearly have their own objectives and style, but nonetheless accepted and embraced the direction that came from a rookie administrator. I've also felt and appreciated great support and learned many important concepts that came from people serving on boards, committees, and commissions, our volunteers that best spoke so eloquently above. Thank you to Superintendent St. Jean, the school committee, and Chairman Lombardi for their untiring efforts to sustain a spirit of cooperation between the school department and the municipal side of government. We must always be one community. And certainly most of all, while we didn't agree on every issue, the cooperation that every member of the outgoing town council has afforded me is all that I hope for and more. I particularly need to thank President John Beauregard for his dedication to finding solutions for every problem that came before us with only concern for what was best for the town. The life side of my learning in the last 2 years has been about how life changes in a flash. As many know, just a few months after starting in office, my wife Doreen, our son Matthew, and I were staggered by learning we had a serious health matter to face. I have great pride in many things that have transpired over the last 2 years, but the way Doreen, and especially our son Matthew, have stared that health challenge straight in the eye with determination and commitment to living lives as normal as possible is something I could only wish for any family facing the same challenge. Anything I have contributed to this community in the past 2 years has been because we are a family. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you, Matthew. So now we go forward for 2 more years. We have new faces on the town council and the school committee. Congratulations to all who have been elected and to all who ran. Good government requires good people to step forward, to reach out to voters, and to pursue understanding of so many challenges. Good government requires participation by volunteers whose interests and skills in specific areas can arrange solutions for the benefit of all. Good government is about us working together, learning together, and growing together every day of every year. This government is us. I remain committed to working with this new council and the committee with every intent to keep it us. Singer Neil Diamond wrote a song entitled America. It was inspired by his grandmother's immigration. In it, he uses the words, freedom's light burning warm. Those words struck me recently. In my mind, they represent what we are doing tonight. This ceremony, this little government that is us, is indeed freedom's light burning warm. The work we will do together as council, school committee, and administrator will be freedom's light burning warm. The work that every volunteer who sits in a town committee, leads a scout troop, or bakes cookies for a town event keeps freedom's light burning warm. This whole system, this complicated thing called American government, it's us. We are freedom's light burning warm. Over the past 2 years, we've resolved an ugly debate with Woonsocket, replaced roofs and or painted important buildings, cleaned up DPW's yard, replaced unreliable fire and rescue vehicles, hired highly qualified department leaders, put civilian dispatchers back at the police dispatch desk so we could have great experienced resource officers in our schools. Hired a parks program manager, provided ideas, determination, and actions to make industrial land accessible for future job and tax growth. Extended a store line without bonding, established a long-term funding plan and a trust for funding post-employment benefit obligations, and raised the town's reserves to levels recommended by financial advisors with a new policy to maintain those levels. While all that has happened, we've advanced both school and municipal building projects to be ready for construction. We have added senior bus transportation through grant funds. We're moving forward with plans to pave another 1.9 miles of road in the spring of 2019 without bonding. And purchase orders will soon be issued to finally improve dangerously inadequate fire department radio communications equipment. Finally, we've negotiated financing to extend the water line that's been needed for 15 years, with at least 46% of the total cost to be paid by resources from outside the town. We've done all that while holding tax rate changes to values near the inflation rate. We have worked together, folks, to get some things done. As I indicated prior to the election, these next 2 years will be my last as administrator. I am committed to making them at least as productive as the past 2. My overarching goal is to eagerly face and strive to resolve every issue of every day while making North Smithfield ready for its tomorrows. I will pursue and wrangle if needed, the personnel and volunteers who have skills and commitment that can add value to our efforts. I will continue to advocate for a budget that accommodates the needs of 2019 and 2020, while also making plans for the needs thereafter. We will pursue value, not cheap. We can't do everything in 1 year, but we must have plans that ultimately achieve the needs of the entire community. We will maintain buildings. We will continue to improve our roads. We will provide our first responders with the resources they need, including a real 21st century police station. And move our current municipal and school building projects to completion so we can realize the benefits that collaboration will afford. 2 years ago, I stood here and quoted President Lincoln saying, "The world will little note nor long remember what we say here." became clear that was true when earlier this week, Doreen asked me if I offered comments at my first inauguration. She didn't remember anything I said. If there is anything beyond freedom's light burning warm that anyone will remember, please remember this. It is my hope, and it is my intention, and I hope all will join with me to continue our pursuit of respectful, efficient, and effective government through 2 more years of just working together. Thank you to every voter who 2 years ago gave me the chance, and then this year said, okay, go ahead, do it again. May God bless our little town of North Smithfield.
Thank you, Administrator Ozovsky. Well said. And now, Mrs. Pharisee will swear in our town council members. All rise, please.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will be true and faithful unto this state and support the laws and Constitution thereof and the Constitution of the United States, and that you will well and truly execute the office for the term for which you have been elected or appointed, or until another be engaged in your place, or until you will be legally discharged therefrom, so help you God. Thank you.
Congratulations. I think at this point, this group is going to proceed to their table and